This is my deodorant. This is what I use under my arm every single day for years and years and years now. I've been using this. I don't buy store-bought deodorant because it does not agree with my armpits. But this is amazing and it works amazing. So let me show you how to make it. Hey my friends, welcome. Today we are going to be making deodorant. I'm going to show you how I make my deodorant because I do not use store-bought deodorant because it just doesn't work with my armpit. It causes me to have boils and it irritates my arms, and so I just can't use it. And this has been happening to me since I was young, 9, 10, when I started having body odor. My mom used to buy me a deodorant from Avon. That was way back then. And I think they changed the ingredients. And once it changed the ingredients, then it wasn't working for me. My arm would have boils and it was just very uncomfortable. And my arm would be always hurting me. So whatever was in it, it wasn't working for me. So before all this all natural stuff came online, I was making my own thing and putting under my AA, as we call them, and helping me. So before all this natural deodorant and all this thing came on the bandwagon, I had to figure out how to smell good without using deodorant from the store. So I will show you how to make this deodorant. It's very simple, very easy. You just need 3 ingredients. And I've been using this for years. Works like a charm for me, okay? The first thing you need is some cotton pads. So the cotton pads look like these. So you can get the big ones or you can get the smaller size, or, well, there's 3 sizes. The big ones, the medium size one, and the small one. Whichever one you want, choose whichever one. So you'll need this. The next thing you're gonna need is some cornstarch. I like to use this brand of cornstarch. It's very fine and it works really well. The next thing I use is tapioca starch. This is tapioca starch and I buy it like this. You can buy any one you want. There's all kind of different brands. The next thing you're gonna need is some essential oils. Use any one you want. I like to use lavender and eucalyptus, or lavender and mint. Today I'm just using a little bit of eucalyptus, but usually I put mint. You can put either, or you can put 3, or you can put 1. You can put the lavender alone, or you can put the eucalyptus alone, or you can put mint alone. You can use any essential oils that you want. Any essential oils that you want. The next thing that you're gonna want to get is a bowl. Okay, so, and then you're gonna need some spoons. So just, I'm using these wooden spoons and I'm using like 3 wooden spoonfuls. So like 3 of these. And then, let me open this. Oh, this is a brand new one I bought. I haven't opened, you haven't used it as yet. Okay, so let's open that up. And you guys see what I mean when I talk about how fine these things are? It's really fine. I'm gonna use a clean spoon. And I'm gonna get the same amount. So I'm just gonna put 1, 2, 3, okay? So the same amount, equal amount of the tapioca starch and equal amount of the cornstarch. So this is done. You want to give them a good mix up together, and they're very fine. As you can see, that's why I use this particular brand. They're very fine. Now you want to use your essential oil. I like to put at least 20 drops of lavender oil, and you don't have to really worry too much about lavender oil because it's not gonna irritate you or hurt you. I mean, in my opinion, because it does not irritate my skin. So that's why I'm not using lavender. And you can use any essential oil that does not irritate you. Okay, I like lavender because I like the smell. and it's very soothing. Right, so I'm gonna just put 10 more drops in there of the lavender. Okay, and then you're just gonna mix that up. Okay, so you see what I'm doing? I'm just mixing it up, mixing the oil really well with the cornstarch and the tapioca starch. Okay, and guys, that smells amazing. It smells like amazing. Now do not put too much essential oils, because then this thing is gonna start to clump, and you do not want it to clump. Okay, so you put the essential oils in there. Now I'm gonna add some eucalyptus oil. I am just gonna add just a few drops, because if you put too much eucalyptus oil, it's gonna kind of sting your arm a little bit, so you don't want to put too much. Okay, so I put 10 drops of that one. And again, you want to do the same method. You want to mix that up really well until it's all dissolved. And it's not gonna be so, it's still gonna be fine looking, but it's gonna have it's gonna look kind of wet. Don't worry about it too much, even if it looks wet. Okay, and once it mixes, it looks exactly like that. Okay, so you're all done. Now this is the pad that I use, and now it's all messy, so I don't want it anymore. I'm going to use a new one, and all you need to do is scoop this into your container. Okay, scoop it into your container. Okay, I'm shaking mine down because I want to make sure it's pressed down. I'm going to show you why I'm doing that. So I'm pressing it down all around like that. Trying to get every single thing out. Okay. So you want to get every single thing out of it, and then you want to press it down. This one. Move this out of the way, and now you want to get your pad like this, and you just want to place it in there. Okay, once you place it in there, you close it up, and there you have it. So when you're ready to use it, and I only use it on clean armpits. Okay, clean armpits. So you take this, you tap it in there, and you just tap it under your arm like this. Okay, and this is what it's going to look like underneath your arm. Tap it like this. If you need more, you just tap a little bit more. Just like this is what your arm is going to look like. Now this is going to be absorbed. Okay, sometimes I just rub it in like that. So you can put some on your arm like this first. You see like what I did? And then you just kind of rub it in a bit. Then you put some more. Okay, and leave it like that under your arm. Okay, and then when I'm done, I just cover it like this. That's it. Okay, and that's basically that. Now you may think it's a little bit messy when you are making it, because it does that, but that's what it is. What it is. Okay, but this basically is it, and you have this lovely deodorant, and you're gonna be smelling amazing. That's it. And it lasts all day long. You're not gonna be sweaty or anything like that. And I've been using this for years, and this is how I make my deodorant. Sometimes I put 2 if I want it to be extra fluffy. I just put 2 and I just press it down like this, and I cover it. And I keep this in my bathroom, and every time I take a shower, I just put this under my arm, and I just continue using it until it's done. And the scent gets stronger when you keep as in a couple of days, because it's inside here, and it just takes over the entire mixture, and it smells really strong. So you will be smelling of lavender. This smells really awesome, and the scent does not go away. And I do not use any baking soda, because baking soda does not really agree too well with my armpits, so I don't use that. So that's it. So that's how I make. And guys, so this is how I make my deodorant. Very simple, very easy, very simple, very easy. And like I said, I've been using that for years. and smells amazing. And like I said, you can use any essential oils that you like. You could even use some fragrance oil if you want in it, if it's not going to bother you. You can use some fragrance oil, but I just stick with essential oils. That's it. Something else I want to tell you guys is, if you don't have these two ingredients, but you only have one, like the cornstarch. I know sometimes tapioca starch is hard to find. If you don't have tapioca starch, don't worry about it. You can use the cornstarch, and then you can use this Indian clay or bentonite clay. It is called Indian clay, but it is called bentonite clay, but people call it also Indian clay. So you could buy this on Amazon. Let me show you what it looks like. It's from the Aztec Secret brand, and you can use that too. So you can put 3 tablespoons of, you can use 3 tablespoons of cornstarch and then 2 tablespoons of the bentonite clay, and that works really, really well. Or you can do 2 to 1. You can do 2 of this and 1 to that, and it works really well. And then you add your essential oils and you mix it up and everything. The only thing is, if you're gonna add this bentonite clay, sometimes it's a little bit brown. So just letting you know, it may look brown when you mix it, but if you don't put that, it's completely white. It doesn't stain or anything, but it just looks a little bit brown. So just letting you know, you can also do this mixture if you don't have the other one. You may be asking, so what's gonna happen when I use this all natural deodorant? Would it really work for me? Yes, it does work. But if you've been using different deodorant and they have not been working for you, you have all this residue of the other deodorant underneath your skin, so you want to get rid of that. And what I would advise you to do is use a bentonite clay or any kind of clay that you have, or even charcoal. You can just make a paste and put it underneath your arm for about 3 or 4 days. Every day do the same thing, so you can detox your armpit. And then after you detox your armpit, then you start using a natural deodorant, because sometimes we have all these blockers that are on our skin because we've been using all these chemical products on it, and it prevents natural ingredients from absorbing into your skin. So I would suggest you to do a full detox of your armpit before you start to use any all natural deodorant, because sometimes it's just because you've been using a chemical filled deodorant, it is preventing the natural deodorant from absorbing and giving you the result that you want. So if you use this deodorant and you say, oh, I'm still sweaty or whatever, please detox your armpit first for about 3 to 4 days, and then after, go again and continue using your all natural deodorant, because in my opinion, the all natural deodorant are better for you. It is healthier for you. Plus your breast is right there and everything just goes into your breast. You know what I'm saying? Because your bloodstream goes into your bloodstream and your armpit is right next to your breast. So I won't take any chances. And like I said, because I've been using this deodorant for all those years, I didn't really have to do a detox because I have not been really using a lot of commercial deodorant, so I'm fine. But I know there's a lot of people out there who are looking for another solution to these deodorant. So that's a really good solution for you.